Welcome to another episode of the Bethesda Brothers Podcast. I am the KingFanMan, joined as always with my partner in crime, Joey Caps Gaming. How you doing, Brother Joe?
King, I am wonderful, doing great. The Fallout Season 2 is coming out in December, right? Merry Christmas
Merry
to
Christmas,
us.
yes.
And then they renewed for a Season 3, and we haven't even seen Season 2 yet. It's months away. So if you're a Fallout fan, you better be in good spirits, because we sure are.
And that's not all. The future of Fallout is looking very, very bright. And of course, that's what we're going to talk about today. Our last podcast, we did talk about the Fallout 3 remaster. I guess we can start right there. We know that Fallout 3 is coming. We hope it's coming sooner than later. And we talked a little bit about the time that it may be coming. I look for it to be here within, 2 years at the most.
I think so. I agree. I think it's funny. I'm actually making a video right now talking about this, and I have 3 potential release timelines. And there's like there's one that's like really far-fetched. There's one that's really far out, and there's another one that's like, okay, I could see that, and that's like 2027 I have it for.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty incredible if we got something Fallout 3 remastered or remake related at the Xbox showcase in June. Because here's the deal, King. The Xbox revealed Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, revealed Oblivion, and it's out, a Gears of War remaster. So they're coming out with all these large announcements. They're not saving anything for the showcase if this was it. So what else do they have? So that's speculation at this point. But what else does Microsoft have?
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see in June at their showcase, but really excited for that. And I don't think really many people are talking about it like that. Maybe I'm just out of my freaking mind, which I very well could be, and that's fine. But I think maybe they have something special that we're going to be floored by. And listen, it's unrealistic to expect a Fallout 3 rematch. It's unrealistic, but
there's a couple of reasons that we talked about. Remember, number one, Virtuous is familiar with the system now, with doing Oblivion.
Right.
The reason I said 2 years is 2 reasons. On the court document, the original court document that showed Oblivion,
1,000%.
there was 2 years. Also, between Oblivion and Fallout 3, I believe there was 2 years in the original game. So if you do the whole original game in 2 years, surely you can do the remaster. But Virtuous has more than one studio. Could they have been working on Oblivion and Fallout 3 at the same time? All these reasons,
I think so.
I believe that we're getting Fallout 3 sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and think about it like this, too. I said, I think, in our last podcast, you had this year alone Avowed, and now Outer Worlds 2 later on in the year. Mm-hmm. So both made by Obsidian, and they're coming out in the same year.
Yeah.
What the heck is that about? And
the Outer Worlds 2 is supposed to be even bigger than the first.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game.
I am too.
Damn.
So we've talked about Fallout 3. What else makes Fallout bright, the future of Fallout bright? Well, let's go back to the show just for a minute. We're going to get into more games, I promise, but the show, not only we got Season 2 coming Christmas, Season 3 has already been confirmed, and on top of that, the actor that plays Maximus, the Brotherhood of Steel guy, he actually said, and the director confirmed this, that they have at least a 6-year plan. In other words, they already have the story laid out for 6 years of the Fallout TV show. So, I mean, that's super exciting for any Fallout fan.
Oh my gosh, I know, but the Season 1 just did a tremendous job. It did so well. I mean, now I'm not even just talking like the show itself, I'm talking by sheer numbers. Like
Yes.
It's I think it's Amazon's number one show. It just broke record after record after record. So Amazon knows, hey, we have something special here. We have something really, really special here. Not only are gamers enjoying it, but my cousin, his fiance, not a gamer whatsoever, loved the show. My wife, not a gamer whatsoever, loved the show.
Yeah.
So it's not just affecting me and you, King. It's other
Mainstream.
people who aren't gamers, who just like TV,
Absolutely.
and they loved the TV show. So Amazon knows they have something very, very, very special here, and it's nice to know that, hey, we're getting Fallout season 2 in December, but then it's also nice to know that season 3 is confirmed.
Yes.
That's really cool.
And it looks like there's not going to be a huge gap in between season 2 and season 3, because we've heard that filming is going to be going on season 3 like immediately. So
Wow.
they're wanting to push this stuff out.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I think a year at the most in between them. I think hearing what Todd Howard said, and I know this is where we're going very quickly. There are some powers at Bethesda, at Amazon, at Microsoft that want Fallout stuff. They're wanting to push it, and the way the games boomed after the TV show, of course that's the reason why. Todd Howard made a comment, and he's done it in 2 interviews now, where he said there are 3 future Fallout projects already in the works or in the plans. Well, what are those 3? Could he be talking about the Fallout TV show? Probably.
Sure.
Fallout 5. And then he specifically said not 76 on top of 76. So that's 4. Well, what is that other one? You've got the Fallout 3 remaster, the TV show, Fallout 5. What else is coming?
Oh, wait a minute. King, this is just, it's not off topic because it's about Fallout, but somebody from Interplay, like a co-founder, I forget who it was, but they mentioned that the source code for Fallout 1 and 2, the original Fallouts,
Yep.
is perfectly intact. It's they're
I think that was Tim Kaine that actually said that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Tim Kaine. The news came out like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So who knows? I mean, Todd Howard on Mr. Matty Plays' channel, he did, kind of say, hey, probably not. We probably won't get a remastered of Fallouts 1 and 2, play them like they, as they are.
Yeah.
But now, since we got that news, it's like, wait a minute here. Could we get that too eventually?
Well,
that would be cool.
You said
Brian Fargo, who worked on the original Fallouts, he's, a part of the company now. So I don't know.
You said this before the podcast, and this makes perfect sense. What game should they remaster? We know Fallout 3 is coming, but with the TV show and what the TV show focuses on, what is the game that is begging for a remaster?
Yeah, New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas.
Did you see the presentation? Ain't that a kick in the head? They were dancing to it.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? And obviously New Vegas is, you could tell the strip and everything's there. But it's crazy, man. I don't know. It's just like, how I would find it hard to believe that they're only remastering Fallout 3 with the TV show.
But Joe, that was their plans years ago. Because we have the court document. Right. What are their plans now? Well, think about this. We get Fallout 3 soon, very soon. Mm-hmm. After that, we get a Fallout New Vegas remaster, because it just makes, like we're saying,
probably really
just
quick.
Makes sense.
It'll probably happen really quick.
And then after that, and I believe this is before Fallout 5, we could have Fallout New Vegas 2, the spinoff that we've been talking about. Wouldn't that be amazing? Get Fallout New Vegas remastered and then get a spinoff, which is part 2 to New Vegas.
It would be incredible.
Yeah.
I hope at that point, um, the product doesn't feel like diluted, you know.
Oh man.
But it would be so much Fallout content. It would. I mean, New Vegas. If that happens, we would. I don't think this would happen over the span of 10 years. I think
No.
it'll happen over the span of like 5
Yeah, exactly.
or 5. It'll happen kind of quick.
What's going to happen before Fallout 5? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because Bethesda Game Studios, of course, is working on the Elder Scrolls, but people are so hungry for Fallout. And this is the key, Joe. It's not me and you that are hungry for Fallout. It's Microsoft that's hungry for Fallout.
I mean, they have 7 billion reasons why
Yes.
to be hungry.
Yes.
Or for Elder Scrolls 6, now especially Fallout more than ever.
And now that
imagine the sales, King. Imagine the sales if they had a new Fallout game, whether it was a remastered, whatever, a new game, a spinoff, whatever. Imagine if they had that released alongside the TV show, judging by how well Fallout 4 did, right? They would have broken a lot of records.
Well,
broken a lot of records. It would have been incredible.
You said it about a 5-year plan. They've got a 6-year or a 6-season plan for the show. Of course, but the way they're filming it, maybe a season comes out every year, and they may literally have a plan. Okay, we're going to release Fallout 3 with season 2. We're going to release Fallout New Vegas remastered with season 3. Then here comes the spinoff with season 4, and I'm sure they are planning like this. And I know I can hear people, y'all are just, up in the clouds guessing on this stuff. No, there's a lot of facts that go along with this.
Yeah,
and the point is Microsoft is pushing for this.
Yeah, let's say 2026, right? Fallout 3 remastered. Then a year after that, New Vegas remastered. Then a year after that, a spinoff. Then a year after that, Fallout
5. Oh,
and
man.
then probably a year after that, Fallout 5 DLC.
Okay.
And then a year after that, the TV show could be in season 4, 5, maybe 6, maybe wrapping up. So if that's the case, what do you do with the Fallout IP? I mean, you've come out with Fallout 3, New Vegas, a spinoff.
Well, and then it'll be like you said. Then it'll be time for a break.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe what you do, you remake. People are gonna call me nuts, but this is they could remake Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Yeah. Make Fallout 76, remake it in a newer engine.
Or you may slap me. They may do a brand new MMO along with Fallout 5.
King, I mean, that would be fine. I would love that. I love Fallout 76. It's a fantastic game. Once you understand how the mechanics and everything, and once when you dig deeper with that game. I remember Todd Howard, he said about Starfield, the more you give to Starfield, the more you get. Well, the same thing goes with 76. Yeah. The more you give that game, the more you get back. The more it just has so many different layers. It's overwhelming for people to understand all of the layers, and I get it. I just think Fallout 76 is incredibly underrated.
It is.
It's underrated. That's just my opinion. I think it's a very good game, and I would not be opposed to another Fallout Online. Definitely not.
I don't get upset at anybody that says it's not for me, because I understand it's a different beast. But most people that don't like Fallout 76, this is my opinion, have not given it a good try. And I know there's going to be some people, I tried it and didn't like it. Well, there were people saying they didn't like it, the first or second day, and it's like you said, it's a different thing. You have to get into it. If you go into it thinking, "Hey, this is Fallout 4 or Fallout 3," it's not the same thing. But it is so exciting to be able to play Fallout alongside your friends. I love that, and I hope that doesn't go away. Now, do
Yeah.
I prefer the single games? Yes, but I hope that don't go away. I hope they do something else.
No,
And if they've made a lot of money on it, they're probably going to do it again.
I really fell in love with the 76. Just, I don't want to say formula, but I could just go to West Tech, do my thing in there, get
Yep.
some levels, get out of West Tech, respawn all the super mutants, go back in there, and go. I could do that for a couple hours, King. It's pretty disgusting, but it's fun. I
Yes.
enjoy it. The other day, well, I've on my Xbox account, I have this stealthy archer build. It's an instigating bow with an exploding arrow on it. I mean, and I'm sneaking around, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's so much fun. It's I don't know. It's a different experience, but I wouldn't mind another one.
No.
If they
Well,
said, "Hey, we're making a Fallout Online," please do. I'm okay with that.
yeah, and I believe that will be down the road around Fallout 5. But you put
Yeah,
yourself in Microsoft's shoes. Think about
sure.
think about sitting in a boardroom and they saw what happened with the Fallout TV show. They saw every Fallout game spike like crazy. Fallout 76 did better than it's ever done. Fallout
Yeah.
4 went crazy.
Fallout 4 went insane. It was the
Insane
highest
crazy.
played one. It
It
was the highest
was.
one.
So imagine being in that boardroom. They're thinking, how can we get Fallout to the people, and what kind of Fallout would be the easiest to make and make us the most money? I mean, it's a business, so you got to think this way. Again, the
The
Fallout
king,
3 remaster,
1,000%.
that's easy, easy money, right? Fallout
Yeah.
New Vegas remaster, it's easy. That they are not going to leave that game sitting on the table, especially with. I think because of what happened with Oblivion, we're going to see a lot of remasters now, until people grow tired of them. And then, of course, as you said, Microsoft as a company, as big as they are, they're going to outsource a Fallout game. It's not up to Todd Howard anymore.
No, it's not. It's up to
So,
Microsoft.
but no, I truly believe they're going to redo Skyrim now, and I can see everybody rolling their eyes at that, but it'll be coming down the road because
I mean,
it's easy
yeah.
cash.
I mean, first Morrowind. We'll probably
Well,
get Morrowind first.
see, that's a totally different discussion because I'm not
Yeah.
sure they can do with Morrowind what they did with Oblivion. I don't. It's such an older
They
game.
they would have to just completely remake it from
Yeah.
the ground up.
So
That's really it.
again, sitting in a boardroom, that's not an easy make, and I'm not sure if Virtuous is up to that. I mean, that would be a Bethesda thing or a
It's
studio that.
basically another Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is.
So that's why New Vegas is an easy remaster, Skyrim's an easy remaster, Fallout 4 is an easy remaster. Now, are those going to be the last two, Skyrim, Fallout 4? I don't think they're coming anytime soon, but I
No.
think you will see them down the road because the core game will be easy to translate into the system that they've already done with Oblivion. I
Right.
mean, it's just
Yeah.
sitting there waiting.
I know. No, I agree.
Yeah. So the future of Fallout is bright. The future for Bethesda fans, and I can just say this, I'm I'm happier now than I've been in a while. Because
It's funny, King. The TV show just injected so much life into the franchise.
yeah,
And then on top of that, the Oblivion remaster,
it was,
that being
man,
real.
that's what Bethesda needed.
So it makes your wheels turn all of a sudden, and it's like, wait a minute, are we gonna get Fallout 3? Are we gonna get like it makes you think.
Hey,
And then
your camera went out again.
oh, can you hear me? I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're fine.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
we want to see your pretty face.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps going out.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no.
I think the Oblivion thing is huge. Bethesda needed that so bad. They needed that win so bad. So let's end the podcast talking about just the future of Bethesda. We talked about Fallout, and there's going to be more Fallout than anything coming. What are they going to do with Starfield and the Elder Scrolls? What is the plan going forward? I cannot see a Starfield 2 coming before Fallout or before another Elder Scrolls even.
I don't this is going to be a very aggressive take, and I know that you love Starfield, and I really enjoyed Starfield. I don't think Todd Howard is going to work on Starfield ever again.
No, I don't either.
I don't. I don't. He'll work on Fallout 5 before another Starfield. He's working on Elder Scrolls 6 right now. I don't think he'll ever work on Starfield, like a new Starfield, ever again. It'll be the new guy. So maybe that's what happens after all this Fallout content comes out. Maybe it's Starfield 2. They take another crack at that.
So you think there's a possibility after Fallout 5 that another Starfield come out? See, I don't. I think they'll go right back to the Elder Scrolls again,
So
especially if this Elder
do you think
Scrolls is a hit.
Starfield's dead? Like just completely, it's dead in the
No,
water.
no, I do not. I think there's enough there. I think they need a little bit more technology, maybe the next generation to come. And as you said, they need a new generation of people too. I think Todd got it out of his system. He wanted to do it. And again, another podcast. I think Starfield is so close to being a classic and great game. There's just a few things holding it back.
It's a little sad. You
Yeah,
know, it's I like the game, but
too much
like
random generation. Too much. I see
yeah,
the same stuff.
it's you go to a planet and you're exploring it, and it's like you saw this planet already like 5 other times.
Yep.
You know, that was just my experience with Starfield. And listen, I actually enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed Starfield, but
Joe,
for
wouldn't it be better if they, instead of having 1,000 planets, make 5 star systems? I mean, that would still be a lot of planets. You think, each star system has, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in it.
yeah,
But
but
make
make it
five or 4 or however many you can do, and construct them like Skyrim was, construct them like Fallout 4 was.
I
Now,
mean,
that's the future I can see of Starfield.
to be completely honest with you, King, they could do that now
Yep.
through DLC.
Yep.
You could all of a sudden come out with, just more fleshed out content where look at Fallout 4 and how much hate that game got initially. And then they came out with Far Harbor. It was very different.
Yep.
Right? The perception was very different around Fallout 4 after Far Harbor. So it worked out. Now,
Well, they were hoping Shattered Space was going to be that,
but
but
it
wasn't.
wasn't. It was just like it could have been in the base game, honestly. Like it wasn't it. So now which they could be working on that right now. It could be just a really, a fleshed out system or two, and that'll be, they could make so much money off of Starfield just being the way it is but they need to show it some tender love and care.
Yes.
That game needs that.
Well,
And it has a lot of potential.
there's one more DLC, and I think it's dependent on how that DLC comes across, how the crowd takes it
I just
as to
hope
the
they
future
don't mail
of.
it in.
I agree, but I think it's kind of funny that we went 6 months without hearing anything. I hope that means they're hard at work on what they're bringing. And
I mean,
I know some people are out there like, forget it, go on to the Elder Scrolls. But
to
there's
be
too
honest
much
with
there,
you,
though.
I agree. It's just it disappointed a lot of people, and I don't think they like. For me, King, if I'm gonna get all of this Fallout content, if I'm gonna get Elder Scrolls 6 very soon, I'm totally okay. Because honestly, when we talk about BGS, Starfield's not even on my mind anymore. It's just it's not. It's Fallout and Elder Scrolls.
And it's not
And
on, it's not
how
on
can
most
both,
people's mind. That's the problem. Yep.
like how can it not be?
Yep.
So I don't.
Well, and I truly believe this. Not only does this next DLC for Starfield, not only does it show the future of the Starfield game that we already have, I believe, as we were talking about just a minute ago, it will, as this next DLC goes, so goes if we ever get a Starfield 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If there's another ho-hum reaction, then I don't see a Starfield 2 in the near future, probably in my lifetime. But
Yeah.
if they can turn it around, I mean, look what Cyberpunk did. Their game. Look what No Man's Sky did. They can do it.
But King 76 even is in
76,
that thing.
absolutely. Wastelanders was
Yeah, but
transformative.
King, it Starfield is almost 2 years old. It's almost 76 was a year and a half. I'm not too sure how old No Man's Sky was when it got its
I know.
huge thing.
But remember, Todd Howard said that he wanted to work on it for 10 years. I don't see that. We did just get
I
an
mean,
update, but
not with how hot Fallout is.
no.
I doubt it.
Well, and that's where the focus is right now. But
Yeah.
I've even heard some people say they should put Fallout 5 ahead of the Elder Scrolls. Now, I don't agree with that because I think there's so much other Fallout that people don't know about. Again, Fallout 3
Yeah,
remaster,
no, I don't
Fallout
agree
New
with that
Vegas
either.
remaster, and a Fallout spinoff.
I think we're very close to Elder Scroll 6. I think we're very, very close to Elder Scroll 6. So don't we could have Elder Scroll 6 next year. I believe that. So
I've heard you say that, I know.
Yeah, so don't put in your head, hey, they should work on Fallout 5 instead. It's like, but wait a second. If Elder Scroll 6 is like a year away,
They
a
will
year
be
or two
working
away,
on it. Yeah.
let them finish it. Let's get Elder Scroll 6.
Well, see,
what are we doing?
I may be strange in the head, and my wife would agree with that, but I think a Fallout spinoff is 2 years away. I believe there is a Fallout coming from Tim Kaine, from the guys that know Fallout, and they're doing it with Bethesda.
All I can say is this, King. We've seen it happen before with Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
We've seen it happen.
That was the glory days. I mean, we were getting a Bethesda game every year.
They made the game in 18 months.
Yeah.
So it's that we've seen that happen. So like a spin-off in 2 years, I know a lot of people might think we're nuts, but that's very feasible.
Yep.
It's happened. Yep. Outer Worlds and Avowed, Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed.
Well, and that's why I said, Joe, I'm more excited as a Bethesda fan than I've been in a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so excited, King. It has me making content again.
Absolutely. Well, Joe, I hate we lost your face, but thank you for being here with me, as always.
King, it's always a blast. It's always a blast. Now, I want to shout out DeMarco, dude. I don't know if he watches our show every episode.
Yeah.
He'll send me a text from and he'll tell me he watches. So that's nice. So hey, bro, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to say hello. I should have done that earlier.
And he has great content too, as well.
He's fantastic. Yeah,
absolutely.
He's fantastic.
Well, Joe, you got anything else?
King, no. Let's do this again, though.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this again ASAP.
Well, I am the KingFanMan. He is Joey Caps. Y'all go subscribe. His links are down in the description below. Not only his gaming channel, but also his baseball channel that is doing crazy gangbusters. So please go down in the description and subscribe to both of those. And if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and hit the button. It's free. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.